Okay, so this is my homemade setup for sharpening my wood turning tools. This is a Harbor Freight belt sander. This is a pry bar from Harbor Freight, and then this is just scrap steel that I had. I got a piece of square tubing. I used a piece of a pry bar for this extension part and a piece of angle iron for this. I replaced the bolt with a screw knob on this, and then basically what I did, I can unscrew that, and then this just slides out. Now on this pry bar, I had to round over the corners for it to fit into here. This is where the plate goes. It normally would just go in there. So that's for that. So I can adjust it in and out, and then I just tighten the knob, and that's there. So I can move it that way. Also on this one here, I have a screw knob, and then it can I can slide this in and out also. So on this, it's just a piece of square tubing. I put a screw knob in here. I just drilled a hole and threaded the hole for the screw knob to screw in. And then on this here, you can see the notch here. This is just a piece of a pry bar scrap left over. So it was a flat surface, so I used that. I welded it on. And then this is just a piece of angle iron. Don't look at my welds. And I welded that on. So now I can just put it in here. I have it angled so it'll pinch it up into the corner here. So I just put this on. I have a spot marked where I've been sharpening my spindle gouges. So once that's tight, it's all solid. And then this is my Wolverine jig, I guess. So this is another piece of the same pry bar. I just cut off a piece and then tapered it down here at the bottom. You can see the sticker from. And then this is another piece of square tubing, same as this one. Came off the same piece. And I just welded, I cut this at a 45-degree angle. And this is, I think it's about 8 inches long. Yeah, it was roughly about 8 inches. And I welded it on here. I cut this notch out of this square tubing so that I have some tools that are really small diameter. So this will be able to go all the way down, and it'll clear here to tighten down the really small diameter tools that I have. And then this is a piece of a C-clamp with the threaded part. I just cut it off right here, welded it on here, and then it's got the I don't know if you can see in there. It's got the piece that swivels on the bottom, and then I took a penny, and because that's all I couldn't find a washer that would work, so I just used the penny, epoxied it onto the bottom onto this piece that spins, so to give me a wider surface because some of my tools are kind of wide, so it'll clamp down on the surface. So that's that. It works pretty good. Okay, now this is 3/4 inch. This is it's a tie rod off of water jet intensifier. I used to work there, so I got a bunch of scrap. This is 1095 steel. I ground out a flute, and now I have this set up so I can sharpen it. If you look at the edge of it, it's all kind of banged up, and so I'm going to sharpen it all down really nice. So that's my 3/4 inch spindle gouge. I have a, I believe this is 1/2 inch. I made the handle for it. So this is my 1/2 inch spindle gouge. I did the same thing. I ground out the flute, and then this round part, I didn't bring the flute down that far, so I ground a flat edge for my piece that the penny is on to screw onto, so it has a flat surface, so it'll hold it, so when I tighten it down, it'll be straight and not at an angle. I did that on all my tools. So this one's all, I already sharpened it on with my setup here, and it seems to work pretty good. The edge looks pretty good. Okay, so that's my 1/2 inch spindle gouge. I also have this, it's kind of a spindle gouge, and basically what this is it's a piece of it was a 4-inch round cylinder. I just cut a piece off of it, so it's kind of flat steel, but it's got a slight round. Did the same thing, I ground the flute, and so this is another spindle gouge. That one seemed to sharpen up pretty good too. I'm new at this sharpening, so I'm still learning as I go. So there's that. And then I have this tool that I'm experimenting with. I don't think I have the angle that I want quite yet, but it's basically a fluteless gouge. This is 3/4 inch, same 1095 steel. And I slightly rounded over the corners. So I'm still playing around with this to see if this is going to be anything that's even going to work for me. So there's that. All the handles, nice spalted maple handle. So there's that. And then I have, this is my 3/4 inch bowl gouge. Same thing, 3/4 inch 1095 steel. I ground the flute. I didn't bring the flute back really far, so I ground the flat edge again so that the sharpening jig will fit on there. So that's that. And I've sharpened this one too. Nice sharp edge, and the angle looks pretty good. I haven't tried these out since I sharpened them. I've been had a makeshift sharpening setup I've been using, so I could never get everything even and right all the time. Seemed like every time I sharpened it, it was a little bit different. So it'll be nice to see how this works out. So there's that. And then I have, this is my 1/2 inch bowl gouge. Did the same thing, ground out the flute, made the handle. And what this is stainless steel high pressure tubing that they use on water jet cutters. So basically it has originally it was just a round tube, and it's got a really tiny hole, maybe a little bit bigger than a pencil lead, that goes through, and that's what the water pressure runs through. So I got a length of that, and I just ground it out till I got down to the hole in the middle. Ground the flute on it, and then the same thing here. I've sharpened the edge. I don't know how this is gonna, it's stainless steel. I don't know how that's gonna work out as far as holding an edge. It's nice and sharp now. So we'll see what happens with that. Same thing, I did the flat so that the sharpening jig will fit on there and hold it straight. And then the handle. So, see what else I have here. This is just a piece of flat steel that I had. I cut a strip off. I'm trying to make kind of a just a tool for like cutting the end of a spindle or something like that. And so far I haven't got this to work very well. I don't know if the steel is too soft. So I'm still experimenting with that, but I have that. Now I made this. This just has a drill chuck in the end of it. And then I have it mounted onto a handle. So I can unscrew it, and then I have these bits so far for it. This is all made out of drill rod, and these are basically just fluteless gouges, I guess you could call them. This is a really small one. This is a kind of a medium-sized one, and then this is a bigger one. So I can just put these in the handle. So I just put that in there like that, tighten it up, and then it's ready to go. And if I want to use a different size, I just switch it. So these, when these are sharp, these work pretty good. They leave a nice clean surface. This one isn't sharp right now. Actually, none of them are sharp right now. I have to sharpen all of them. So that's my setup for that. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm getting all geared up. I'm into wood turning now, so I'm gonna start making some videos. I got a lot of, I think, really cool projects. I hope you'll tune in, subscribe to my channel, and watch me learn to turn. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this helps out somebody. Maybe you can set up something inexpensive similar to what I have. So all right, thank you. Talk to you later.